Hello everyone. I was going through a deep dive through the dungeons of Kaesora, and I thought, why not record a video? Show some people some tricks that I've learned going through this place. As a mage or a necro, you can solo this whole dungeon at level 49 with your 49 pet. It's a little difficult when you have more than one mob on you at a time, but it is otherwise very soloable, all the way even to Zalgaz himself at the very bottom. So the first trick is getting down here and past this room with 3 spiders. Here's the way that we came in. We fell down, we dropped down here. Now here's a couple. You can do this one of 2 ways. You can either summon a pet up there before you drop down, but then you need to make them sit so they don't follow you when you drop down, because they may not go down the same hole that you went down. They may fall down a different hole up there to try and follow you and then aggro a whole bunch of stuff, and then you die, or you have to gate. So what you do is you can either summon your pet up there, then tell him to sit, drop down here, then summon companion, and then he'll spawn right here next to you down here. Or you can drop down, then summon your pet. But there is a little risk involved in that, because there is a spider that wanders these hallways, and if you happen to drop down at the wrong time, and you could get attacked while you're trying to summon a pet. You could probably still win, possibly, but sometimes you'll have to gate out, or you might get killed. It's happened. When you are level 49, 50, or 51, you can sneak by these guys, but not with your pet. You would use the same trick again. Oh, the Frenzied Strathbone is up. Ooh. That's a named mob right there. So you can use the same trick by telling your pet to sit, and then you can walk right by along the edge here and avoid them altogether and go down this path, and then summon your pet once you get over here. And there is I think there's mobs that come here. Yep, I hear one walking around. Yep, there he is. Yeah. So once I get over here, get my summon companion. I don't know if I have a maximum level pet yet. I have to do some testing on that. But if I were to walk, sorry, the loud sound effects. If I were to walk through there with my pet following me, they would all aggro the pet and attack. But if you walk by along the edge without your pet, then you can get by without being attacked. And then once you're on the other side, then you can tell them to follow you again. I don't know if I have a maximum pet yet. I don't look at his damage. What I look at is how much damage he does when he casts a spell on him. So as soon as my earth pet uses root, I can see how much damage it does. Then I know which level pet he is by how much damage his spell does. 55, that's the max. So he's a max level pet. That's great. Now that I have a maximum level pet, I will gear him up. What should I give him? I think I will give him cold stones. I am hearing the sound of a ghost. Not sure if that's what I usually hear here. Anyway, I'm going to gear up my pet. I'm not sure where that ghost sound is coming from. Weird. Is there somebody else in here? I'm the only one in here. But I'm going to gear up my pet, and then we're going to take on the frenzied Strath Bone. And I'll show you how I like to gear up my pet. I don't always do this, but when I want my pet to have extra AC, I do this. I give him 4 cold stones, because cold stones go into 4 different slots, and each one, except for the ammo slot, will give him extra AC. The cold stone also goes into his hands, his primary and secondary. He can still fight when you do that. The main reason why I do that is because if you give him a cold stone when he's already got 2 weapons in his hands, the cold stone overrides the weapons, replaces the weapons in his hands if you give him a cold stone. I don't know why it does that, but it's really annoying. So I just started giving my pet 4 cold stones. Takes up the neck. Well, I guess I made 1 extra. So I give him that. And then I give him 2 rings of levitation, because that also adds more AC. And then I also give him a shard of the core, because that goes into the range slot, which is still open. The cold stone doesn't go in a range slot. And this gives him some extra resistances to the poison down here from the spiders. And that's it. That is a fully geared up pet. What should I make my next? I guess I'll make get my personal bow. Alright, so the spell that I'm using is, well, actually I should use Char. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. I think Char is the more efficient spell, damage mana wise, and it's got a decent casting time. Scars of Sigil does 450 damage. That's like 2 times. But Char does like 700. That's almost 3 times. So yeah, I think Char is the more efficient nuke. And it's in between Lava Bolt, Shock of Swords, and Scars in casting time. So it's not too slow, but not too it's not very fast either, but it'll do. But anyway, now we're gonna get our pet in. I'm gonna nuke the Frenzied Spider, because the other ones might not aggro because of my level. I'm level 54, so it's possible they won't aggro, and I'll only have to fight just the Frenzied by himself. If I get all 3, it could be difficult, but I think I could do it. We're going to start by dispelling him, because I believe they buff each other. Oh good, I got him alone. Excellent. This will be easy. Got him by himself. It can get a little hairy if I get multiple mobs fighting me at the same time. But because of my level 54, I'm able to pull them solo. The weaker spiders don't aggro unless I get close to them. But if I pull mobs next to them, they won't aggro because they're too low. You won't... That will be a... Oh, I got XP off of that. Wow. Okay. What did we get here? Come on. Some of the areas in here are hard to... There we go. What do we get here? Mask of the 8 Eyes. AC 3, Dex 2, Stamina 2, a weight of 4. Can be used by a lot of different classes and races. I don't know. That might be good. Might be able to sell that for a little bit, but we'll keep it. Not the best drop he has. Now that that guy is out of the way, we've got a Straith Bone. Straith Bones are stronger, so I'll pull that one first. I'll fight them one at a time, just easier that way. Now that I'm down here, the only way to get out is to either follow the pathway that leads all the way back around to the entrance, or gate. If you don't have gate, obviously you gotta do it the hard way. A lot of people don't like this zone because of that reason. Because it's hard to get around, and it is if you're a melee and you don't have any kind of gate or teleport. It's definitely hard. Even a monk, which a monk could solo down here, but they have to get past the spiders first. And the spiders are what'll mess them up from all the poisons and nukes. But if you can sneak past the spiders and get down to where the undead are, monks have it easy down there. All right. We're not gonna go this way. This way goes to one side of the dungeon, and this way goes to the other side. We're gonna go down to this side first. This is the side where there's a couple of items spawns down here. That way leads to Zalgaz's chamber, and we'll get there eventually. But we're gonna clear this whole dungeon all the way around, and then come back, and then go down to Zalgaz. I don't need him because I've already got the key that the key he drops. But I might camp him for a little while, just see if he drops that necro staff that is every necro wants. There's because this server's not quite as populated as it once was, there's a lot of places that aren't camped anymore 24/7. I'm going to keep that just in case I get bit. But this is the way down. Little hidden passageway in this room. It's a lot easier from this point on, because it's mostly undead. There are a couple of spiders in here still, but it's mostly undead. What do we got? Minion of Zalgaz. And you can see right here, my pet does get hit. He does take some damage. Even that this is the level 51 Earth Pet. Even level 51 Earth Pet can take some hits and get killed down here, especially if I have like 3 of them on me at one time. So I focus on healing him up and keeping him buffed. He probably got hurt, probably got hit by spider poison. But those 2 skellies actually did some damage to him too. It might have been from the poison. He probably got poisoned. Sometimes there's 3 mobs there. There's one. I think there's one that wanders up and down this hallway. Yeah, that's the one. Or is it? There's 3 of them in here. I should be able to single pull these because of my level difference. Yeah, no problem. I don't think you can single pull them if you're level 49 or 50 though, because at that level you still get XP from almost everything in here. You can get to up to level 52 soloing down here, and then you'll still get a little bit of XP from some of the mobs down here at 53. But at 54, it's like bosses are about the only thing that gives you XP. But the reason why I'm down here is because, well, for one, I like this dungeon. I like to go through it every now and then just for fun. and see if I get any decent loots. But I used up my supply of deadwood staves, so I came down here to farm some more of them. Ah, there's that. There's the wanderer. Skeletal warders, I think, are healers, but my pet should have no trouble with them. You always keep an eye on your pet's health. Try to keep your mana up by medding while he's fighting. Oh yeah, they're healers, so they're going to be healing each other. But my pet's much too strong for them to handle. If you're a mage coming down here to get your Power of Water epic piece, this is the way you go too. I don't need to look at a map because I've been through this dungeon so many times I have it memorized. Some lower level groups sometimes will come down to this spot right here and set up a camp and pull things from the library there. That's the library. There's a possible named mob in there, and there's also a ground spawn for the the Howling Stones key. There's a ground spawn there for the Howling Stones key. I think it's, or is it for this, or is it the old sub key? I forget. There's a key. There's a piece of a key in there, and I'll show you where it is once I work my way through. This takes a while, chewing through all. There's a lot of mobs in that library, and I got to be very careful not to aggro all of them, because then it could mean I have to gate. But if I take my time, only fight one or two at a time, like that guy there. Oh, failed crypt raider. He drops an item for an epic. I think it's the Bard epic. Uh-oh. Here comes a healer. Yeah, I gotta be careful up here because there's a lot of wanderers that just come walking out of that library. We must have double loot still because he's carrying two fine steel maces. So look at that, my pet's he's getting hurt here. The Guardian got rooted, it looks like. Oh, there we go. So yeah, this is not even at level 54. This place is not that safe. If you're not careful, your pet can take too much damage and get knocked out. See, there's another one. Now, if I was fighting up there, I would have got these guys aggroed as well. Then I might have had to gate. So you got to be careful. You got to pull things with a spell. Yeah, there's the Bard. I'll take that. I'm not sure what this is for. Quest, maybe a Ixar class quest, maybe. But anyway, I'm gonna just sort of hang back here a bit and get some mana and health back for my pet. This is a very slow dungeon crawl. You know, it could take a while. Look at, there's another wanderer. Jeez, imagine if I had sat here at the top of the stairs and fought those mobs. I would have had to deal with 5 or 6. There's another one. I would have had to have dealt with like 6 mobs at once. that would have been an absolute gate situation for me. If I had aggroed all 6 mobs, I would have gated. I would just have screw it and gated. And I've had to do that before. I have made that mistake before, aggroing a bunch of extra mobs by mistake and having to get the hell out. Alright, I think we can... I'll wait until that guy leaves and I'll send my pet over to kill him. Or... there we go. Got him solo. Anyway, this is a good place for like mid-40s to low to mid-40s to come down to this library area and just camp out here, because there's a lot of mobs. There's lots of mobs here in this area for a group to camp and kill non-stop. And you might get an item, possibly. See, there's still an occasional spider in here. I guess I don't need, he's already coming. That's the name of the game in this place. It's when you're soloing. Try to fight only one mob at a time and be ready to gate at all times. Ow, he must have poisoned my pet. Pet took a lot of damage from that. Strathbone Silk is for some quest. I don't know what quest. You can walk all the way around this library. I can go all the way around to the other side. These guys won't... Oh, there's a deadwood staff on that guy right there, I think. Wait, no, he's a minion. I think the deadwood staffs only spawn on warders. That's probably just a fine steel staff. I gotta heal him. I gotta let my pet heal for a bit. I can't just bully my way through. This dungeon is not that easy. Now, if I had the level 57 Earth Pet, well, that was just a fine steel great staff. If I had the level 57 one, here we go. Come out, come out. There we go. Oh crap. Oh dear. Come back, pet. Come back. Okay, good. One of them got rooted. Do a little crowd control with your pet's root. They get 2 mobs on them, pull them away. One gets rooted, so you only got to fight one at a time. I can also tank for my pet. I got full health and a personal regen, so I can take some of these hits. Actually, I might be able to tank better than my pet does at this level. Oh, nice. Dusty Ransacker Pack. Yeah, I gotta keep that. Let's see here. Okay, I'll get rid of this. I'll keep that. since they nerfed bags lately, weight reduction bags have gone up in value. I don't know if I think I already killed that wanderer that went around, but now we are into the... Ooh, that is... I think it's an SK weapon. It's not a valuable, it's not a great weapon, but I have to see. I can't remember what the stats are, but we're about to find out. I think it's spine chill spear, maybe, or I forget. It's been a while since I've been down here, actually. I didn't play Everquest for probably about 6 months or so, 6 to 8 months. And I was just thinking about it, and I missed playing it, so I started playing again. Project 99. 1999. What do we got? Spine Piercer. Shadow Knight. One-handed piercing weapon. 10 damage, 30 delay. That's not that bad. That's actually great for a low level, especially with the damage cap. So yeah, I bet I could sell that to someone, or maybe maybe give it away. Alrighty, here. Let's see what the room looks like. There's only 2 mobs in here, and none of them are named. So we'll send the pet in to kill them. Uh-oh. I forgot about the Gnar. They're all weaker mobs, so I think my pet can handle it. Skeletal minions are weak. Yeah, actually, I'm doing fine because of the level difference. Ow. Trying to jump up there. Because of the level difference, these mobs don't hurt me very much. So I can tank them for a little bit. I'll just tank it while my pet kills it. Yeah, but if you're like level 49 to 52 or 53, tanking for your pet down here is not that easily. That's nice. 4 plat for that. And this is... Unfortunately, this is a no-drop weapon, but if you did have a low-level person down here to loot this would be pretty good for them. 25 delay, 6 damage. This is actually a decent lower-level weapon. Alright, so that should be all the wanderers and all the mobs in here. Now, up here, there is a ground spawn somewhere for the, I forget, the old Seb key, or I've already got it, but there it is right there, that little bag. I know there's some epic event that happens up here too. There's like some kind of quest or epic that spawns some named mods up there or something. I can't remember. But now that we've finished the library area, now we need to break into this area. Or, well, I might go see if we go this way. There's a safe room. I'll show you that. You can actually sit AFK down here or log out down here in this back here in this area after you get past the rooms. It's a place where you can go AFK if you got to go eat lunch or something. This is where the power of water is too. That back this way. Back down there around the corner, there's like another chamber with some kind of ruined buildings, and in there is the Ravener that drops the power of water, among some other possible loot items that can be sold or are good for lowies. Spectral Pestle, that is for another quest. A quest that we don't do. So I think it's an XR quest. Although coming back this way, I'll probably have to clear the library again. What do we got here? Ooh, that's got to be a deadwood staff. On a skeletal warder, I believe it's the warders. The skeletal warders, I think, are the ones that have deadwood staves. Alright, I do need to rest a bit. Give my pet a chance to heal. And a chance to get some mana back. This is going to be a bit of a long play. I'm not gonna edit the video to cut out the boring parts. We're gonna show you everything. Certainly a lot easier doing this at level 54 than it was at level 49 to 53. If I had the level 57 Earth Pet, this place would be way easier. Ah, whoops, bad timing on that one. Oh well. He can handle those two, no problem. Fortunately, you don't ever know how long your burnout lasts. I mean, you have an idea. It lasts like 10 to 15 minutes or something. I mean, I could wiki to look at the exact timing on it. But when you're just trudging your way through a dungeon, you don't really keep track of time. But you'll notice if your pet appears to be slowing down on their attack animations, and they probably need to be buffed again. That's how I do it. If I notice. Aww. Okay, so it's not Skeletal Warder. I think it's Warder of Zel'Gaz. I think those are the ones that have the deadwood staves. It's been, like I said, it's been months since I've been down here. Since there's no roof on this, I can actually kind of see what's going on in here. That should be the named Ravener, but it's not. It's just a placeholder. Anyway, I'll come back to that in a minute. This area back here is a safe area. There's kind of a little just caved in tunnel right back here, and there's like this little tunnel room. It's completely safe back here. Nothing ever wanders back here. Nobody trains mobs back here because there's no way out. But you can sit here and go AFK for, you know, as long as you need to, and you're safe. And if you park your pet like over here or something, any mobs that do come back here, which is like unlikely, your pet will deal with them while you're safe. So before I break into this room, I'm going to let my pet heal up a bit, get some mana back. That area on the other side of the library is a little bit harder, a little bit tougher area. There's a lot of mobs that are much more close proximity that could aggro on in your battles. And down at the very bottom is a room with a named mob, which has 3, and they all well, I was lower level the last time I was here. I think I was 52 or 53 last time I came here, months ago. And every time I tried pulling the main mob in that room, all of them would attack me. And sometimes I was able to win, and sometimes I had to gate, because they're tough. They're, you know, they're like the boss's guardians. But we'll see how we do at level 54. Maybe I can pull them solo now, and maybe the others won't aggro because of my level difference. We'll see. But he drops a decent sword. The named is not up in here. At least I didn't see him when I looked in around the corner there. Two minions of Zalgaz. Go get him, pet. Don't want to aggro more of them. Yeah, the skeletal minions are like the weakest ones. My pet chews them up easily. Aha! Yeah, true silver male pants. This is one very rare item down here. I gotta say, Ixars can wear this. Interesting. I think they changed that. I don't think they could, because this is plate armor. I think they changed it, because I don't think Ixars used to be able to wear true silver mail. Well, maybe I'm not remembering, but anyway, this. Although it's only 13 AC, it is not very heavy, and it's really good for a low-level character. We are going to put that into our safe bag. Keep that to probably give it away to somebody, or I might sell it. Anyway, true silver pieces are extremely rare down here. I think I've only ever found 2. That's like probably the second one I've ever found, ever. Alright, we got 2 mobs left, and nothing special. But yeah, the true silver armor can drop off of anything down here. You know, well, any of the bipedal creatures. I don't think raveners drop it, but any of the skeletons and ghosts. Yeah, I think that's the second true silver armor piece I've ever found down here in all the times I've hunted. So they're really rare. I found a bracer once, and actually my paladin alt has that bracer. I'll probably end up giving him this one too. I don't think they need it, but I think I got a better leg item on them. I'm not sure. I'll check it out later. But anyway, this is where the power of water drops from a named ravener that spawns right here. And they're not here this time. I'll come back this way again. I run through this area of the dungeon probably 2, 3, maybe 4 times, trying to see if I can't loot something. If I can't find any kind of loots, I'll keep clearing it until I get something. The library is not respawned yet, so we can just go straight on over to the side. This is another spot that groups have parked their camp at, so that way they can pull from the named mob room down there, as well as the library. This is not as safe a location to camp, but it is a camp that I've seen people use. Oh, really? Okay. This is a good area to find deadwood staves. I usually find these warders of Zel'Gaz in this area somewhat frequently. Well, there they are. They're starting to respawn in the library, but we're not going to go that way. We're going to go this way. As you go through here, you'll come up with a system of clearing that works for you. This is how I do it. This area that I'm sitting is now a safe spot, temporarily. Now I can single pull this guy. I loot everything until I run out of bag space, and then I start dropping things that aren't worth as much. Depends on how much stuff I find and how long I hang out down here. I thought he would aggro me. Oh, they aggroed my pet. Yeah, my pet's lower level, so he aggroes everything. Got to be very careful of that. I might be able to walk by stuff, but he cannot. There is a wanderer here, but is that him? I think that's him. There's 3 mobs in that room down there, or 2 and a wanderer. There's the wanderer. Oh well, now we got him. So I guess there's 1 wanderer and 3 mobs down there, or 2 wanderers and two static mobs. I forget. Sort of relearning this as I'm going. But for the big fight, I am definitely going to have to med all the way out, all the way to full to deal with it. Let's see. This, I can't remember if that's a possible named spawn. I think it is. I think there's a possible named spawn that could spawn in this little hallway here. But I don't know if you can tell, but that's a pit from up above, from near the starting area. If you wanted to get down here quickly, you could levitate yourself down here and summon your pet before you get attacked. Summon companion, I mean. Jade earrings, those are worth like 4 plat. I can't remember what it is, but I think there's a named spawn that spawns here. I'd have to look it up again, but I'm pretty sure there is one here. I don't think I've ever seen him myself. I think I've never camped here, but I've never seen him up either. But I think that the wiki says something spawns here. Probably rare. Alright, so down here is the big room. And unfortunately, oh, there's a wanderer. Oh yeah, I've aggroed the wanderer by mistake before, not knowing he was in there, and aggroed the whole room. And then that was a gate situation. We are going to sit here for a few minutes to get met up and healed up and ready for a big fight. It'll be even more difficult if the boss is up. I have done it before, but it is tough. And if you want to target one to pull them single, it's not easy to do, because as soon as you get close to the door to open it so you can see the mobs on the other side, that's when they all aggro you. Well, if you're lower level. They always did when I was like 52, when I was down here like at 51, 52, and I think also at 53. They would aggro me as if once I got close enough to the door to open it up. And then of course it turned into a big tough fight at that point. But we have our gate ready. So if it's a rough one, we'll just gate. This video will be over. Yes, I'll have to get all set back up again, and that takes time. Set up all my pet and all that. It's business again, and travel and get back here. I am currently bound. I think I'm bound outside in Kaesora. It's been a while, but I think I'm bound here, or either that or I'm bound in Kabalus. I've gained Kabalus faction on this character. I can walk freely through the Ixar city. Every faction in there is an ally to me. I turned in like 15,000 bone chips. I didn't have to, but I wanted to make sure that every faction was an ally. I didn't want to take any risk. That's not the only thing you have to do. That the bone chip turn-ins only take care of most of the factions, but not all of them. For that you have to farm bandits, which I also did a lot of. Killed many Ixar bandits in order to become ally with the Necro and Shaman guild. I think it's been a little while, but yeah, you can't just kill. You can't just turn in bone chips. That doesn't cover all factions. You gotta farm Ixar bandits as well to cover the other ones. Lots and lots of them. Alright. I think we are ready. I still have my lava shield, should still be fresh. Pet, you stay here, because I don't want you to be the one that aggroes them. Ah, no boss. They didn't aggro me. So I guess being level 54 is what oh, spoke too soon. Here they come. No boss though, so it won't be too difficult. And we shall help out our pet by nuking them down. I got XP. Wow. These guys are that high level that they give XP. Wow. No wonder why they all aggroed. Well, now you know. Even at level 54, these mobs will give you XP and aggro. No boss, unfortunate. But that's it. There's 3 mobs in here, and there's also a wanderer that spawns here and begins traveling. But we killed the wanderer before we went into the room. So now I go back up and clear the library again, because you have to, because their mobs will start spawning behind you. Alright, I'm going. Oh, my pet. I forgot I told them to guard down there. You come here. Yeah, you can't actually clear a whole lot before stuff starts to respawn behind you. But you take your time, just clear a little area at a time, you'll be alright. Rest up in between. And there they are, they're all respawned. I'm not sure what the respawn timer is, but it's not, doesn't seem to be very long. 12 minutes, maybe 13 minutes, something like that. I didn't think so, but I just wanted to check. Alright. Oh, wow, they wander all the way up here even, huh? So yeah, the library is fully no named, unfortunately. Guardian of Zel'Gaz as a placeholder. Or is he? No, yeah, Spectral Librarian, I think, is what spawns here. Or Librarian of Zel'Gaz, or something like that. We'll just wait for the Frenzied Gnar to wander back this way. Always want to make sure to kill all the wanderers that are here first. There's quite a few of them. Even the Strathbone spider wanders all the way in here. So I guess technically I could XP down here and get up to level 55. I think it would take a really long time, but I could if I get it. Well, yeah, okay, got XP off of that too. What do you know? What is that? Like a piece of cobweb or something sticking through. Oh, hello. So many wanderers. I'm going to go around to the front easier to deal with the library mobs if I can see into the room from that side. And I can make sure there's no more wanderers. Like that one. That's a wanderer, but I don't think he wanders up here. I think he's a wanderer down there. Yeah, they don't come up here. There's one. One more. Probably the last one. No, darn it. I aggroed more of them than I wanted. That would have been the librarian. So I aggroed that guy. He probably gives experience. That's probably why he aggroed. Of course, knowing that I get XP, yep, here I got XP for that guy. Knowing that I can still get XP down here doesn't bother me so much to hang out down here for hours killing stuff. Because I know I'm getting some XP. So, that was the placeholder. These are just spectral pestles that these spectral guardians all drop. They're just the no-drop quest item. So that's it's all clear. Now we'll go back to the Power of Water room. Then I'll come back through and go back down to the boss area. I can't remember what the boss's name was. It's been a while. He's I believe he's a Shadow Knight though. So he does have harm touch, which makes it tough. But either way, even if he's not there, at least I'll get some XP from his guardians. And this is the area that's great for monks. All these non-caster mobs, well, except for the warders, they just heal though. They're not nukers. They just heal. But this is the area that's great for monks if you can get past the Strathbone spider room. Although monks don't usually come down here. Most melees don't come down here because they don't like the one-way pathway. They don't like having to drop down and then have to run through the whole dungeon to get back out. But if they have a guide like me helping them along, then it's okay. Because I know the way and I can help them get through. Or if they have a druid or a wizard with them to port them out. But that's why you won't see melees coming in here by themselves. Ever. Maybe a paladin could make it through here by themselves. Maybe and a cleric, well, not a cleric's not melee, but it's a paladin. A shadow knight probably could make it through here by themselves too. High level one, you know, like higher than me, higher than 54. They can probably deal with the spider poison because of their spells and protections and life stealing to counter it. Yeah, I think my pet's slowed down. That's one thing I really wish they'd fix, is giving a notice if the buff on your pet wears off. I mean, you get notices for spells wearing off on your enemy targets. It tells you like, oh, your root has worn off, or your DOT has ended. So why can't? Ah, there we go. Gorged Ravener, that's one of the named that can spawn here. But all of the named Raveners can drop the power of water. If that's what you're after. There's the Gorged Ravener, and then there's... I can't remember the name of the other one. But I know that it's not this one. It's a different one. There's the different one that drops items, weapons. So yeah, this is the mage's power of water that they need for their epic. I've already got one in the bank. As I said, I'm in here trying to get loot and some XP as well. Curious. What is in here? Spectral Guardians, no named. Just 2 Spectral Guardians. No. Something Ravener. Frenzied Ravener, maybe? No, I don't think it's not Frenzied Ravener. It's... I forget. It's not the Gorged Ravener. There's another kind of Ravener that spawns here, but I forgot the name of it. We'll know when we find him. They drop a ranger weapon, I believe. Or they drop a couple of different weapons. There's a ranger dagger that's pretty good, and a sword for paladins, I think. But it's all, you know, it's all lower end stuff. The the Ranger dagger is actually fairly decent. I think even mid-level Rangers would use it. It's a procking weapon that does extra damage and has a pretty fast delay on it. So that's done. This area is clear. Now we're going back out. And then back down. I think I remember the name of it now. The Crusader spawn is what I think it's called. He drops a sword that is, well, let's just say I want it. I can't remember the stats. I just know I like it. A sword that I like. That's what I remember. I got one once before and I sold it to someone. Three healers. Be a nightmare for a lower level group to deal with. Easy if you got an enchanter, though. Heck, enchanter could probably just charm one and use them to heal. I'm not sure if they heal your party members, but it'd be cool if they did. Be cool if an enchanter could charm a warder and then the warder casts heals on your party. I don't think they do. That would probably be kind of OP. Never really, I've tried it enchanter once, but even though I did really well with it, I just wasn't for me. The idea of your pets always turning on you every 5 minutes, I just got tired of that. I was like, you know what, this is annoying. I don't like this. Can't loot it. There we go. There's a warder of Zelgaz. Doesn't look like he has a staff, though. Those are the guys that would... Oh, he's got another one of those spears. Which I won't be able to loot, because I already got one. And I believe they're lore. Yep. I can't loot another one. The only reason why I'm bothering with my phantom armor down here is because of the regen. Phantom armor gives, does it give mana regen? I don't remember. I know it does health regen, but I can't remember if it also does... If it also does mana regeneration as well. Ah, hello. library is starting to respawn. Yeah, it's not a very long spawn timer. It's one of the faster ones, it seems. Like it's like 11 or 12 minutes, which is in a dungeon like this is kind of, you know, fast. Kind of doesn't give you a whole lot of chance to rest up, which is why a camp down here is very busy. We're all right. They're just skeletons. Skeletons are the weaker ones. Oh, my pet's starting to die. The boss room down there has a longer spawn time, I believe. I think my pet will be okay. Gonna have a bit of a long rest after this fight. Yep, I'm gonna have to let my pet heal up for a little while after that. People say that if you tell your pet to sit that they'll regenerate faster, but I've tried it before and I didn't notice any difference. They seem to regenerate at the same speed, whether they're sitting or following. Or guarding. It's just a myth. They don't heal faster when you sit. Switch to a cancel magic to use less mana. I'm just using this to pull mobs anyway. I think the Strathbone spiders are the only ones I gotta worry about having buffs on them. like damage shields. Although the boss down here might have if he's an SK, he might have damage shields. So maybe I will use the annul magic on him. You know, this time of day, there's not very many people on the server online right now. It's 1:34 a.m. The lowest point of the day is about 5 a.m. It's when like the least number of people are online at the same time. Ah, there's that wanderer. I'll tank for my pet for this one. Thanks to my phantom armor, I regenerate health quickly. So it's alright for me to tank for a bit, because I'll regenerate it fast. Oh, I don't think that my pet's burnout has already worn off that quickly. But maybe it did. I'll cast it again before I do the boss room. What a functioning loom? Oh, holy cow, it is. What do you know? An actual functioning loom. Yeah, I better drop these coins, because I don't want to take more damage from having a low agility. Alright. We're going to rest up for at least a minute here. Get my pet's health back to full and my mana up a bit, because I'll probably have to do some nuking. Always remember to tell your pet to guard back this way, so that way he doesn't aggro, or he'll kill if there's a wanderer. He'll deal with the wanderer. But I guess until you get higher level than 54, I guess you do have to worry about aggroing everything in the room, because they clearly aggro me still and give XP. Well, that's the life of a mage. Lots of sitting, lots of downtime, waiting for your mana and your health pet to regenerate. We are almost ready. As soon as my pet's health is almost peaked, I will go and take a look. If it is an SK boss, which I think it is, then I will most likely be eating a harm touch. Just a little bit more for Zobobob. Heal all the way up. $1,300 hit points. I should be able to eat arm touch. Ah. Oh well. I'm just gonna send my pet in. Boss isn't up. Oh, he's almost dead. Don't need to nuke that one. Sad. No boss. Haven't been very lucky with the bosses so far. The named Ravener wasn't up, the Librarian wasn't up. Haven't found a single Deadwood staff. But I did get a true silver leg. So I guess that's something. I usually hang out down here until I get like 4 or 5 or 6 stabs. Haven't found a single one yet. They're usually a little more common than this. I usually would have found one by now. Oh, that's right. I also got that Dusty Randpacker sack. That's a good drop there. Give that to one of my ults. Perhaps my monk for the weight reduction. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to sit. When I come back through here, I like to come up here and see the tortured librarian. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Now we got something to get. Maybe a book. Gotta get rid of all those wanderers first. And met up. Uh-oh, I got 3 of them. My pet is aggroed 3 mobs. But they're all weak ones. Should be alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let my pet heal for a while. I got XP from that. Well, 3 wanderers are done. Still got a couple more. There, that one, 3. There's 3 more wanderers down there yet. Oh boy. My pet is low on health. If I end up getting all those wanderers coming up here at one time, that could be rough. So in hindsight, coming up this way when all the wanderers are up is probably not a good idea. You could potentially get like 6 mobs on you at one time if they all wandered up here. Probably wasn't the best choice, but we are okay. We did not get all 6 mobs at once, so we are okay. 4 of them are down. Still a couple more to go. And unfortunately, I have a long downtime here to heal all this stuff back. Heal my pet up and get my mana back. So I have to be ready before I take on the librarian. I wonder if he's blue. I doubt it, but we'll see. Nope, he's green. Oh, he's dubious. He won't even attack me. Oh, you know what? I think the tortured librarian is the one for a for a specific quest. I better look that. I have to look that up just to make sure, because maybe I'm not supposed to kill him. I think he's one that I'm not supposed to attack. Let's see here. Zones, Mark, Kaesora. So Spectral Librarian is the one I want. Tortured Librarian is... related to the Tomb Raider. The large tassel bookmark, a necromancer quest. Let's see, he is on Brood of Kotis, Ixar Necrofaction. Okay, so I don't want to. I don't want to kill him then, because if he's dubious, that means that the Ixar Necro faction in there is not allied to me. They're dubious. I thought they were ally. Hail the Tortured Librarian. Go to the Emerald Jungle. Once you get the book, the large tassel bookmark. What is that for? Ixar, the Tomb Raider, Ixar Skull, Necromancer Skull Cap quest. I'm not sure what that's for. Just for Ixar class quests. The Tomb Raider. The reward is a large tassel bookmark. Oh, missing info. Okay, that explains why there isn't more info. Required for the Necromancer 8th rank Skull Cap quest. Okay. So I guess if I kill him, I will hurt the Ixar Guild, or the Necro Guild faction in Kabbalists, if I kill this guy. But he's a placeholder for something else. Yeah, screw it, I'm gonna go around. Well, that's disappointing. So if I kill him, it could make them threatening towards me in the Ixar Guild. I'm gonna have to go in town and con the Necro Guild Master, because I'm pretty sure they were ally. But this guy could just be, I don't know, different, I suppose. I might have been mistaken about my faction with them. Maybe they are dubious. If they are, then I guess I'll have to go kill more bandits to get it up higher. Because we don't want anybody in Kabbalist to be attacking us. Oh. What's going on here? Maybe the Tortured Librarian isn't a placeholder. No, I think he is. I think, yeah, those other guys are just wandering around. Oh, he's carrying a book. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to kill him. And just fix my faction later. I think if I kill him, it says I lose 30 points. Which means I gotta go kill 30 bandits to make it up. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna kill him. I gotta get the book. I want that loot. Sorry, Ixar faction. I just won't go into town until I fix it. I gotta kill 30 regular bandits or kill a few named bandits, and I know where to do that. If you stick around watching this video, I'll show you. I just hope I'm not bound inside the town, because that could be bad. Especially if they go from dubious to threatening by killing him. Is he blue? No, he's not. I gotta get that loot. Brood of Cotes, lead of the Cabalists got worse. Well, the guards are allies, so I doubt that's going to change. But, yeah. There we go. That's what we wanted. I don't think it's better than what I've got. Let me see. Wisdom's... well, it is lighter. This actually would be very good for a melee class, actually. But I like the extra AC. You know what? Oh, this is primary, secondary. Okay, so I'm not comparing it with that one. I need to compare it with these. Yep, nope, that's keeping that for sure. Plus 60 mana. I think that's worth more than plus 6 intelligence. And the resists, yeah, we're keeping that. So we'll just sell this. We'll sell it to someone. Somebody will buy that for sure. All those caster classes. Not bad. 0 weight. Druids will probably be the one that would want that more than anyone. Well, at least now we got something. I'm gonna kill these guys just because there could be a warder that spawns with a deadwood staff in their place. So I'm gonna get rid of. I'm gonna keep clearing all of these mobs to get a warder to spawn. Because one of the big reasons why I came down here was to get more deadwood staffs. I recently gave a pair, the last pair I had, away to an enchanter because it was my fault that their pet died during when we were grouping. It's, because I broke Mez or something. I can't remember what happened, but their pet ended up getting killed, and I think it was my fault. So they lost their pet weapons because a mob killed them. So I gave him my last pair of deadwood staves in compensation. That's me. That's called mage crowd control right there. When you got 3 mobs, your pet roots them, and then you just keep backing up, so you only got to fight one at a time. The roots don't last that long, but sometimes they do. It's weird. I don't know how it's calculated, but sometimes the pet roots last a while. See, they wear off pretty quick. I think they nerfed them. I think they put they nerfed the pet's roots so they don't last as long as they used to, because I remember them lasting a lot longer than that before. My earth pet used to be very good at crowd control, but not anymore. I think they did something to change that. P99 devs. I think they nerfed the earth pet's root at some point in time. I didn't have to fight all three of them at once. I could have just pulled one. Should have did that. How is somebody already looting that? Alrighty. I think I'm gonna do this area once more. I mean, I got one item out of this. I'll go to the other side of the dungeon to go kill Zelgaz. Nobody's down here but me. It's been that way since I got here. I did see somebody when I first zoned in, but they disappeared shortly after, before I started recording. It was another mage. Level 55 mage was down here, but they just disappeared after I got in. I don't know, maybe I'll go check the Kaesora room again. But you guys have seen how to get down here solo and how to solo this place. It's kind of why I was recording, so I could show people the tricks to coming down here as a solo mage to get your power of water. And to just generally XP. I only see the Spectral Guardian there. Oh, there we go. Oh, just a regular one. Ah! He might be able to spawn out here too. Not sure. Hunger Ravener, that's the one. That's the one whose name I forgot. This is the named one, the special one. The one that drops weapons. But I think he can spawn in more than one spot. Because I remember him being in that back room before, with where the other Ravener was. So I think he can spawn in any of these spots in this building. Yeah, there we go. The Icy Blade. That's the Ranger. The Ranger knife that is 6 delay, 21 shock of ice. I think the proc level on this is like level 20-ish. I want to say 21. I don't remember exactly, but I think it's around there. Well, I'm not gonna kill the other one. I'm not gonna clear the rest of that because I got what I came for here. I think he also dropped a sword of some kind. Two-handed sword of some kind. Do you have a staff? No, he's got a fine steel scimitar. But I'm not gonna do this the entire time while I'm recording. So I'm gonna head back to. I'm gonna go to the other side of the dungeon now, and we're going to take on Zalgaz himself and see if he has a staff for me. We'll just pull one. Fight him one at a time here. I don't want to knock my pet down too much before I hit the spiders. The other side of the dungeon's got the spiders. Well, at least I like to say that there's 3 levels of this dungeon. There's a left side, a right side, and a middle. The middle is like the spider area. Let's just change this out to cancel magic so I don't use so much mana for pulling purposes. I could use monster summoning. Monster summon actually is a little bit tougher hit point wise than the earth pet, but doesn't have root or any kind of spells. I need the earth pet's root for crowd control. I can get deadwood stabs over on the other side too. Those minions of warders of Zalgaz can spawn all over the dungeon. They're not just on this side. I think the deadwood stabs usually are more common than those spears. I found 2 spears so far and no stabs. Good. My mana and my pet's health is looking pretty good for breaking into the other side. I'll just keep taking them one by one. Farming the Strathbone spiders down here is also worth it for loot. They have a rare shield that they drop that's really good for wisdom casters, and it looks really cool. I think it's called the Strathbone Shell Shield. I've found one once before. I gave it to my shaman, but I think any of them can drop the shield. It's a rare drop, but I think I've actually found 2 of them down here before. I don't remember, but I found one. I know I found one because my shaman has it. I'm not entirely sure, but I think there's another place where Strathbone spiders spawn in some other dungeon or some other zone. that also drops the shield. Because I've seen a lot of people using the Strathbone shield, but you don't see people hunting spiders down in Kaesora very often, so there must be another place where people find them. Pretty sure they dropped somewhere else. Well, that was delayed. It took a long time before that spider noticed my pet right next to him. What? That was a briarweb, and I got XP from that? These are like the weakest spiders. I'll take that. Just in case I get poisoned. Oh, my bags are getting full of stuff. Bristleweb? Was that a bristleweb? Or was that briarweb? Briarweb. Okay, so briarwebs are stronger. Oh, the frenzied is up again. Yeah, we're gonna single pull him in here. That's unusual for the frenzied Strathbone to be up so often. 2 times in a row. I've camped this guy before for hours and never seen one. 2 in a row. That's unusual. If you really want to know about, remember, I ruined my necromancer faction in Kabbalist by getting that book. If you watch to the end of this or skip to the end, I'll show you where I go to farm the faction. I've already got one. Wow, that's a waste. I'll show you the perfect spot to farm the bandit faction. It may not be where you think. No doubt my pet is being poisoned. One way to go is down here. This takes you down to a named spider room. And death, if you're not able to handle it. My damage shield wore off already. Yeah. I know, I kind of figured that my pet would drop down here. Let's see. Which way was it? One of these is the way out into the spider rooms, and the other way is to Zalgaz. Could probably do sense heading to find out the south. And that way is westward. I think that's the way to go to get out. I think this is the way to Zalgaz. I could collect spider eggs to make candied spider legs. Did I say eggs? I meant legs. Just gonna kill him just so I don't have a wanderer coming up behind me later. And another. He tried to cast fear on me? It's a necromancer. I think I might go this way just to clear, just to see if the name spider is up down here. Can't remember. He drops a dagger that's, I think it's a pretty good dagger. I don't remember. I just remember that he drops a weapon of some kind that I think people do like to have. But yeah, this is also the way out. Towards the way out. And I'm gonna let my pet heal for a little bit. Briar webs are the ones that gave XP. Not that time. Those venom sacks are worth a decent amount of money. This, I think, is the way out. One of these is the way out. I forget which one. I think they're both. Actually, I think both are. Both, I think, lead up to the top. Well, for us, it doesn't matter because we can just gate. Oh no, this is the way to Zalgaz. Gosh, what did they? Where did the other way go? I forget. Yeah, this is the way to Zalgaz. The other way is the way out. And that other path, I don't remember. I have to go back and see. Let's see, what direction are we heading? North. Yeah, this is the way out. I think there's two ways out. But this is one of them. Is this the way that I came down? That is... I think I am going to have to look at a map again to... Because I can't remember all of this. Oh, hello. I gotta let my pet heal. He must have been poisoned pretty badly. We are not lost. I do know where I am, roughly. This is not it. This is not the named room. Hidden passage? No. This was not it, though. This is not the pit that you fall down into. I will find it. Okay. No, that's the way to Zalgaz. Then, I think the other path must have been the way out. That wasn't it. That's just the way to Zalgaz. There wasn't even a pit. At least I didn't see one. A pit from above, that is. This must be the way out. I really do need to look at the map again, because I guess my memory is a little off on this. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember now. This area is the way that you go out, but it's also the way to the named spider room. It's on the way out. Okay. I remember now. There's two spider areas. One, the one that we just came from, and another one that looks a lot like it, with the white walls and pits, and where the named spider is. Can't remember the name of it, but if I see it, then we'll know. Yeah, I remember now. This is the way out. I gotta pour myself a little drink. Getting thirsty. I think this is the same spider that I found my Strathbone shield off of. This very spider right here. Not this time. Yeah, see, this is... looks similar to the same spider area. What are you doing here? That explains why I was hearing a ghost earlier. Near the entrance. Because of this guy. He shouldn't be here. I don't remember him being here. Why are you here? Should be a spider. It was actually easy to kill, too. Interesting. Well, there's that. There is a pit. I think that's an area that we just... Oh, yeah, we were just down there. But, yeah, we are... This... There it is. There's the... This is the entrance. Right here is where we zoned in. Just a little bit there. But, yeah, this is the way out. Okay, so this isn't the spider room. Where is it? Huh. What did I miss down here? Did I miss one side room, side tunnel going somewhere? Well, that was the way out of the dungeon. If you needed to get out in your melee character. I am confused. Well, maybe I was already there. Maybe it was just a regular spider in place of the boss. Maybe just a placeholder. So yeah, I came and I dropped down here. And then that's the way that's where I just came from. Here's where I went, killed all the spiders. Alright, we're going to do this methodically. I'm going to just make all right turns, because I believe that will take me to the spider area where you fall down the pit to get into. And I don't think there's any hidden, any fake walls or anything down here either. Just... Oh, maybe this is it. Up here? Oh, okay, yeah, I think this is it. I think this is the way to go. I think I saw the ramp going up and I thought it was the way I came down. Uh-oh. Ooh, there's another one. Did my fire shield wear off already? Maybe I'm wasting a lot of time down here and I don't realize it. Cool, I got XP from one of them. What does my XP look like down here? It's like not even moved. Not even budged. So the XP I'm getting here is like almost non-existent. But it is XP. And if I did spend weeks and months down here, maybe I'd gain a level. Now, if I seriously wanted to work on leveling up my character right now, I'd go to some place like Karnar's or Burning Woods or Skyfire, someplace like that that actually gives real XP. Yeah, this is okay. This is it. This is the way to the named spider room of death. I call it that. This, if you're at the entrance and you jump down the wrong hole, you end up here where all these spiders are. And most likely die. Unless you're like a paladin or a ranger, you can deal with poison, curing it or healing from it. Or you picked up a couple of those Strathbone cures. I remember this area here, I was killing spiders right in this area, and I remember that's where I found my Strathbone shield. It was right in this area. I knew that it was near the boss room. We have a boss? I don't see a boss. I think one of those would have been the boss if he was up. You didn't. You just... Which one? Oh, my phantom armor, the one that costs gems. That's great. Strathbone Silk is a lore item, no drop, does light healing. Yeah, I don't need it. I think it's for a quest. I just don't know what. Pretty sure I've looked it up before and dismissed it as something that I would never need to do. At some point in time or another, I've looked up like everything in this place. Every item, every quest, every possible loot from the bosses. And I have also found pretty much every possible loot, except for that necro staff. I've never found that. But pretty much everything in here I've found before. Except for the necro staff and the whole set of true silver armor, because that stuff is so rare you'll never get a whole set in your lifetime. It's just not gonna happen. I don't know why that armor is that rare, but it's not that good of armor. So I don't know. Doesn't even look that good. Maybe on some races it looks good. But I'm pretty sure that it wasn't wearable by Ixars at the time that I looked at it last. Because it's like I believe it was a plate armor that Ixars couldn't wear. That's why I gave it to my paladin, because none of my Ixar characters could wear it. But I don't know. I can't remember. My memory's fuzzy on that detail, but I'm pretty sure Ixars couldn't wear it before. And they might have changed it. P99 devs, they do change things. They even nerfed my pets. Wasn't happy about that. I mean, my pets are still just as strong as ever melee, but their spells are not as effective, or their spells are, they don't seem to get cast as often as they used to. I remember my pets would use my pet's root would be quite frequent, but I think they reduced the frequency that pets cast spells and didn't tell anyone. Aha, is that him? No, it is not. A Ravener, huh? One of these, I think, is where the name spawns, and the name is not up. Nobody's in here to steal it, so I thought he spawned back here, but I could be wrong. I guess he's either that one or that one, where the Ravener was. One of those two. It might have been this room here. That might have been where he spawns. Or is it back? Or maybe it's back here. Maybe through that door? It is a real door. Nothing's in there. But here's the pit that leads, goes right to the entrance. And that is just a dead end. So the boss must spawn in one of these two little alcoves here. And he's not up. Should I go down to Zelgoth, or should I go fix my bandit faction? Thinking about going out to go fix my bandit faction and show you guys where I do that. So yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm not gonna gate out because I can't remember if I'm bound in town or not, and I don't want to get attacked by somebody in town if the faction dropped down too low. Because it was that dubious. I'm looking at my spam here to see. They casted one route, and then like a minute later they casted another one. Now they casted another route. I could have swore my pets would cast their route, this pet anyway, would cast route more frequently than that. I think they changed it. Make them cast less often. And they didn't tell anyone they did that. They just figured no one would notice, right? Nope, stuff's spawning behind me now. Was that the way out? Or was this the way to Zalgaz? Okay, I think that was the way out. Just gonna grab this loot off this guy. That's the way to Zalgaz. So this is the way back. We're gonna go head out of the dungeon, and then I'll show you my bandit hunting spot, which is not very far at all. It's very close by, in fact. Before we go, I shall reclaim my pet. You know what? I think I'm getting weighed down by money. Ah, yes I am. This is how much money I made just in coin down here. About a little over 300 plat in coins, and then I've got all the some bunch of fine steel weapons and some items to sell. I mean, it's not the most profitable zone, but you can make some decent money down here. Even if you just vendor the items rather than look for a player to buy them, you still make decent money. Well, at least it gives me another chance to find a shield. Who knows? Maybe I'll get one. The Strathbone Healers, I think, might have been the ones that dropped it, actually. Maybe it is, I don't know, maybe it isn't off of random spiders. Maybe it's only off of one kind of spider. I think it might have been a healer. Would make sense. It is a wisdom shield. Looks like my pet got poisoned. And he's taking a lot of damage. Why is it not letting me loot this thing? There we go. Alright, I'm just gonna let my pet heal a little bit. I'm probably not going to kill the tortured librarian ever again just to get a book. I mean, it's not like that book is that great. I don't want to have to farm my faction up again. You again. I don't remember him being here, but maybe he always was. Not gonna bother healing my pet up. I'm almost to the exit. And here we are. Here's the way out. Now I'll show you my bandit hunting zone in order to build up Cabalist faction or the Necromancer Guild. Because even if you turned in 20,000 bone chips, the Necromancer Guild isn't on that. You have to kill a whole bunch of Ixar bandits in order to raise your faction with them. So even if you do become ultra ally with the guards and merchants, any NPC in town that's tied to the necromancers will kill you still, and the guards will join in. I suppose I could make a new pet right now. Test it on my way there. Kill some of these bandits along the way. There's a Shadow Knight who might be interested in that spear that I found. $54. Well, that's one level below max. Good enough. Good enough for what we're doing. This is a lot easier than the dungeon, so I don't necessarily need a maximum level pet. But I do need to give him some haste. Or not haste, but basically pet sow. So he can keep up with me. I check on these mobs out here because there is a named that could spawn out here. I'll kill any bandits along the way. So right here we got the Brood of Coatees. That's the Necromancer faction in Cabalist. And the only way to raise it is by killing bandits. And I will show you the perfect place to farm bandits. Whoa, Ixar Dacoit. That's a named. I can't remember what he's for. It's a good thing I checked to make sure he wasn't on Ixar faction before I attacked him. Yeah, he's the same as the bandits. What's special about him? Ixar Dacoit head. It's tradable, so I'll pick that up. And what do we got here? Dacoin coin purse. Okay, it's a 10% weight reduction, 2 capacity, tiny. It's is it lore? It is lore. Maybe it's a quest item. I don't want to make room for that. I'll look it up later. Actually, screw it. I'll just look it up right now. Nothing's gonna hurt me out here. Dacoit coin purse. Nope, it's nothing special. No quests or anything related to it. It sells for 100 plat? Are you kidding me? Why? Why is this worth anything? It's only 10% weight reduction. Huh. I don't get it. I really don't, I don't get it. Why would this be worth anything? Well, maybe I'll pick it up. Actually, because it only weighs, well, nah, I don't want it. I don't get it. Why is this worth so much money? I don't understand. What about his head? What is his head good for? I hate having to do that every time. Okay, his head's got to be for some quest. No? No related quests. No, and that's it. There's no other information. Huh. Well, it's not lore, so it's obviously not for a quest. So I guess I'm not going to bother keeping it. And I don't know what it's for, and it doesn't say that it's for anything, at least not on Project 1999. I wonder if I can make a room here. Maybe ditch these cheap items. I'll keep that. Get rid of that. Gotta get rid of these spider poisons. Oh, that's my Dusty Ransacker's pack. I'm not going to get rid of that. What am I thinking? What am I thinking here? Get rid of the silver ring. Get rid of that. Keep those. There we go. Can I put it? No, I can't. Okay, well, now I have it. Will somebody pay me 200 gold for it? Is the question. Oh, that drops my weight. Oh. I could see that being useful to a monk. Hello. What's going on here? Power leveling? Yeah, obviously. I'll give it to my monk then. If it drops that much weight from the coin, from carrying coins, I guess it would be worth it. 10% doesn't seem like much, but it does reduce the coin weight significantly, I think. Enough that my monk would want it. I think I understand now why it's worth 200 plat. I got 2 bags to give my monk. The Dusty Ransacker and that Dacoit coin purse. We're almost to the place where I hunt bandits. Down here on this cliff beach, there is... What is that in the water? A decaying skeleton? Huh, it is a swimming skeleton. Interesting. Anyway, down here along this beach is... there it is. A cave. There's a cave down here that has a bunch of bandits and a named bandit. The named bandit gives you extra faction when you kill him. But all these manslayers are just 1 point. And I needed to change my spells up to do this too. We're going to use an AoE so we can mass kill them. You'll see what I'm doing in a minute here, and how I get lots of this faction. Get a whole bunch of this faction quickly. They respawn like every 6 minutes, I think. And let's see here, where we park our pet right about here. This is this guy here is a placeholder for the named that spawns here. We're gonna park our pet here, and then we're going to aggro all these guys. Then we kill them all at once, just like that. And my pet takes care of those. Oh yeah, the lesser spirits are for Shaman Epic. They spawn sometimes when you kill manslayers. Ixar Pariah. I collect all the stackable gems. I mean, you can make a little bit of money off of these guys. Now I just wait for them to respawn. And I know when they'll be respawning by the wanderer that spawns in this hallway here. Or actually I think he spawns here. Like right around in here somewhere is where he starts his patrol. So I sit here, I med up, And then I do it and I repeat again and again. One scintillation, level 51, kills all of these bandits in one shot. Except for the boss. That's why I parked my pet there, because when the boss spawns, my pet will kill him. I don't need to bother putting weapons or buffing him up. He doesn't need that to kill the boss. The boss is level 32, so. And he doesn't drop anything special for me. He drops fine steel weapons. I think. Oh, no, I can keep gems in here. That's awesome. Are those... Well, it's not enough weight to notice a difference, but... Yeah, my monk will definitely like that. Let's get rid of the cheap junk. No, those are like 4 plat a piece. I guess I'll keep everything else. What is this? Words of Resolve. Why is that there? I don't know. I'll put these valuable rings down here. Yeah, got a few slots free. I don't have to kill very many of these. I only have to kill 30, which means I have to clear this little area probably like 3 times in order to fix the faction that I damaged killing that tortured librarian. And if I wanted to, I could just do this for hours and get the Necro Brood of Koti's faction up to ally and not have to worry about damaging it again. But that's it. You know, I'll probably end the video here because you don't want to see me just sit around for several minutes at a time waiting for the bandits to respawn. So, and I'm not going to go back down into the dungeon, not for some time, at least. So I need to sell, clear out my inventory, fix my faction, check my faction. That's going to take a long time. So I'll end the video here. And I guess if you enjoyed watching this and if you'd like to see me solo other Kunark dungeons or zones, just, leave a comment or give a thumbs up